truthfully comes from me laying in my bed in a puddle of sweat in the middle of the night and watching commercials for 87-cent Viagra and thinking to myself, why aren't there services for women that are consistently covered to take them through this difficult time? I'm Assemblywoman Heather Simmons, and I'm here today with
Assemblyman Dave Bailey. Time out. The mic just dropped.
Mic drop, an unanticipated mic drop. Today we're going to go to a place that may be a little uncomfortable for a few of our viewers, and that is the topic of menopause.
And so you may not realize this, but we get together as a team and we discuss a wide variety of topics that impact our district, impact us personally, and ways that we can continue to be leaders in this district and be your voice. And so recently at a meeting, Heather brought up a very important topic, the topic of menopause.
Well, Dave, it truthfully comes from me laying in my bed in a puddle of sweat in the middle of the night and watching commercials for 87-cent Viagra and thinking to myself, why aren't there services for women that are consistently covered to take them through this difficult time in life? And as I start to do the research, I realize that, as you well know, women make up more than 50% of the population. And any of us who is fortunate enough to reach the age of 35 to 40 will begin this perimenopause into menopause area of life. And it represents a significant portion of our lives as women. And yet when you look at insurance coverage, it is spotty. There are some services that are rather consistently covered by the carriers in New Jersey, but as a broad brush, you cannot consistently rely on menopause services or approved medications or treatments to be covered. And so I really wanted to be the one to stand up and say, I want to make a stand on this. I want to make a difference for women like me who are going through this. But, at the end of the day, and we've talked about this, it also makes a difference for our significant others and for our families and helps to address things like absenteeism at work. So it's about helping me and women like me. But I feel like there's really something to be said here for having a much broader impact even than that.
I think one of the things that I realized right away when we put this team together to serve the 3rd District is that we do a great job of looking at things holistically. And so conversations like this that you don't normally have or we haven't had across the table at times, but do affect so much of our population. And so that's why it's important. And John and I both applauded the fact, Senator Berticelli and I both applauded the fact when Heather brought this up at a recent meeting, and we had an open dialogue. And frankly, Senator Berticelli and I learned a lot. And so that's also part of the puzzle and part of this process as well. So thank you. Thank you for taking on this important issue and this discussion, not only for yourself, but for so many women throughout our district and our state of New Jersey.
Thanks, Dave. Another area where I think we're both really tackling problems that everybody can see, but not everybody really can take the time and try and find a practical solution. So this is a first step towards saying to women, what you're dealing with matters. So let's address it.
Great to have you join us again for the State House Minute. I'm Assemblyman Dave Bailey.
I'm Assemblywoman Heather Simmons. We'll see you again soon.